Seems like today we have an update with the situation from yesterday regarding new evidence surfacing, showing that Hanliea, when she tweeted about Vic Mignogna and atted Funimation with her claims, her accusations against Vic, and her source in that tweet, a source that was spreading pure misinformation, confusing Vic with a certain Illic Guardiola, or something along those lines. I don't think I pronounced his name right. But the point is, it's not Vic Mignogna. What was stated to be the case was not the case, and Hanliea apparently perpetuated that lie and targeted Funimation with said lie. And that then got brought up by Mars Girl, and so on and so on and so on. We know how this thing played out. Well, today it seems like Hanliea is talking about this mistake and doubling down, no surprise. In this video, we're going to take a look at that response, and I'm curious your take on it. Let's get right into it without further ado. So a very brief recap of Hanlea's original tweet writes, "Hey, at Funimation, why do you employ a known that person?" Then she linked this tweet to that tweet. Says, "A friend linked me this CW, and this is the story from Nyako. Nyako, the person who confused Vic with Illic and spread completely misinformation." And, well, that was yesterday's story. If you don't know the full story, watch yesterday's video. It's about a 20-minute long video, so there's quite a lot to go over. Obviously, we're not going to go over all that right now because we already talked about it yesterday. Here's the follow-up, though. Let's continue. Full disclosure, Hanlea's account name allegedly changed to something like Enta Janai on Twitter, and this statement made by allegedly Hanliea comes from that new account. So if you want to be skeptical, by all means, I understand. I do personally believe that this is from Hanliea. Many reliable sources seem to point that it is, and the account looks like it is Hanlea's account with a simple name change. Just wanted to make that disclaimer as we dive into this. So here is allegedly the statement from Hanliea on her new account name. So it reads, "So new thing is that for one of the stories that I shared was by a girl who in a later entirely separate post seemingly mixed up Vic with someone else. Mind you, said story was linked to me by a friend hours after my initial Vic tweet and had dozens of people shared stories." Here we see a classic Hanliea move where you completely dodge responsibility, or at least attempt to. Hanliea doesn't want to admit that she was one of the first people to take this storm to social media, and she apparently didn't check her sources. I'm sorry, Hanliea. It doesn't matter if your friend sent it to you. You decided to run with that false information and target Funimation and try to interfere with Vic Mignogna's business, with his contracts. You really should have looked into that story, don't you think? Maybe that would have been a good idea. And if you did do that, you might not find yourself in the position that you are in today, where you are propagating misinformation and affecting someone's livelihood from that misinformation. Not a good look at all. And I think that's why you're dodging or attempting to dodge the responsibility in the way you are. Oh, it was just your friend's fault. Your friend sent it to you. It was hours later. It was an entirely different incident. It was shared by dozens of people. I mean, other stories were. These are all excuses. These are all excuses of someone who doesn't want to own up to the mistake that they made. The next tweet that Hanliea made in response to yesterday's revelation is this one. It reads, "I wasn't going to post at all about this because it's all very galaxy-brained logic." Okay, first of all, it's really not. It's really not galaxy-brained logic at all. As a matter of fact, it's pretty much the complete opposite. We have something very simple here. You chose to take misinformation, you did not check your sources, and you still chose to target someone's employment with said misinformation. You should have checked your sources. You should have confirmed that the story you chose to spread was authentic. Doesn't seem like you did that. Not galaxy brained at all. Very simple. And then continuing on, she wrote, "Like, if she made it up, that's darn terrible. But where the heck did I lie, bros?" So here's what I'm going to say about that one. Hanliea may have made many lies over the months, or maybe not. But that's not the focus of my video here. There are other people, groups of people that are doing a great job exposing said lies that Hanliea may or may not have made. If you are inclined to look into all the lies that Hanliea may or may not have made over the months, I would kindly refer you to Kiwi Farms. My video here is focusing simply on providing you guys the update from yesterday's story. Not going to go into looking at all the possible lies that Hanliea may have made in this video. There are people doing a good job of doing that already. So I'm going to focus on this update, and let's move right along. Hanliea response number 3 reads, "And no, my friend was not the one who the story was by. She sent it to me as a Vic story that she had already known about prior to all of this." So again, what are you trying to do with this? Why do you keep bringing your friend into your explanation here? Are you trying to just put all the blame on your friend? That's what it feels like. This is similar to the first tweet, where she brought up her friend and said that the story was sent by her friend. I'm sorry, you still should have checked it. Your friend wasn't the one, at least as far as I know, that went on Twitter and targeted Funimation and spread this false narrative. That was apparently you. So regardless of where you got the story, you're the one who chose to signal boost it. You're the one who not only chose to signal boost it, but decided to target Funimation and interfere with those potential business prospects, those contracts. That was apparently you, not your friend. Own up to it. What are you doing? Here you actually have a chance to make things right here. Admit that you spread misinformation. And while that probably wouldn't make everything right, it would depend on the individuals. Maybe some people would be really kind and would forgive you for that. Some people wouldn't. I can't speak for everybody. But that was definitely an option. Instead of doing that, you are doubling down. And it's even worse than doubling down, you're also throwing the blame at your friends. That's very, very scummy. I'm sorry. Although don't get the wrong idea. I'm not trying to, be over here defending Hanlia's friends either. Apparently they were also completely okay with spreading this false narrative. All I'm doing is describing the facts. As far as I know, they weren't the ones that took this to Twitter, took it to Funimation. That was a certain Hanliea. That seems to be the full update from Hanliea. There you go. That's her statement, apparently, to the information that was revealed yesterday. We're not done with this video just yet. There are a few other things I want to take a look at, but before we move into that segment, let me ask you your thoughts in the comments below. Leave your thoughts on Hanlia's take. Do you think that she's handling this well or not? Do you think she is responsible or not? What do you think about all of that? Let me know in the comments below. And we have a certain response in Hanlia's thread from Come Geek Some. What's up, man? He wrote, "Love how she said she was changing her name anyway, lol. That's so people cannot find her and call her out on her BS." And why I find that so funny is because, well, take a look at the next picture. You see, today, when I went to Entagenize Twitter, aka Hanliea, I was so emotionally distraught to see that I was blocked. I can't believe she would do this to me, that I would be blocked. All I wanted to do was take a look at the statements that she was apparently making, and luckily, people still send it over anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But maybe Come Geek Some is making a fair point. Maybe she really is just trying to hide. I don't know. Changing your account name, and apparently she's done that multiple times. Take a look at the next image. Another response in that thread reads, "She changed her handle on Twitter 4 to 5 times already since January." I'm inclined to believe it too. After what I've seen, it seems fairly accurate. And that brings me to my final point. There's something very odd that I've noticed from people like Hanliea, Mars Girl. Some of these people say that they are done talking about this. For example, even in January, all the way back in January, Mars Girl, if I remember correctly, said something along the lines of, "This is the last tweet I'll make on this subject." And look where we are 6 plus months later. Still talking about it on a near day-to-day basis. Same thing with Hanliea here, apparently. If you're changing your account name and privating your account here and there, why do you continue to make a statement? Why, if you say that you're done talking about it, do you continue to talk about it? Why do these people continue to try to smear Vic or perpetuate lies? Or even, just so simply, why are they even involved still? If they feel it's a liability, if it's detrimental to them, if they're in a dangerous spot, why don't they just take a step back fully? They seem to be attracted back to the subject. Even when they do take little breaks here and there, if they do, they come right back. It's very, very strange. I would be very curious to see your insights on that. What do you think it is? Why do they return? Why do they seems so obsessed with the whole thing. Isn't it strange? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below on that one too, if you wouldn't mind. And the thumbs up button on the video, that would be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're not, and if you are subscribed, hit the notification bell so your subscription can most likely actually work. And some shout outs for the wonderful people who helped promote my video on Twitter. If you guys share the video, it's much appreciated. For the folks on Twitter, shouts out too. And we have like over 30 people this time. I'm really glad you guys enjoyed yesterday's video. It was an important one. Thank you for enjoying it and promoting it. Shouts out to Limone18, Professor Chaos, JC Yeager, Kirby B, Emerald Dragon, Rowan D, Basil C, Champion Casey, Michael R, Princess Usagi, LSSJ Victoria, Night Mad Dragon, How I Draw, Nikki P, S.A. Rivera, Justin M, Rio Mao, Mike W, Drathio, Ian W, AC Boy, Daniel J, Joshua A, Matt Bennett, Ambi-Pass Studios, Brandon M, RNG Shuffles, Ryan W, On the Brain, Anime Tony, and Lone Wolf McCude. Thank you all so much again for your help in promoting that video. It's an important one, as I said, and I'm really glad that you guys enjoyed it and helped share it, and the video's doing well. Thank you guys. Anyways, that's it for this upload. I'm gonna get to work on the next video. Spoiler alert, we have a Rooster Teeth video coming up. Might be the next video or the one after it, we will see. But it should be a good one, and I hope you enjoy that one too. Again, thank you for everything, my friends, and I'll catch you next time.